So I've been doing that as much as possible so I could be here with y'all today. And now we're on the YouTube. Cheers to a new day. I am so happy to be starting a weekly series on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central because being consistent is something that is vital and intentional transformation. And having a consistent day for me is really great for my calendar. And I hope it's great for yours as well. And I wanted to have a time that was a bit later in the day so more people could join. And then I am doing a workshop next month. I'm going to be doing the official announcement next week for that. And it is a workshop all about time. So, joining these sessions, we're going to have little tidbits and taste on the topic of time. So then you can see if maybe this workshop is going to be something to support you. So I'm so happy that you're here today. If you've never met me before, I'm Elayna Spratley, the founder of Infold Studios. I'm a design strategist and an evolution coach. As an evolution coach, I help individuals and teams be champions over their challenges. And the beauty of being a champion is that you are a champion for change. You've gone through change in your own experience. And so now you make it possible for you to experience, to help others with change. And that's what evolving is all about, getting comfortable with change. And so for today, we're talking about time and transformation. And speaking of time, let me set my little handy dandy timer, because I'm always trying to do my best to keep things in time. And this little timer does it. I love having the visual. So, before I get started, I want to share the goal. One of my goals with Info Studios is to cultivate this community of people that are interested in living a life that they feel divinely led to live. Passionate people who are interested in living their life as if it is a masterpiece. Because evolution is an art form, to be open, to allow yourself to flow, to allow yourself to be your full self. That is an art. And know that that is one of the core ingredients. And if you're interested in being connected with others that are into that, that's what I'm calling in. That's what I'm bringing in. And that's why I keep showing up. All right. So today is all about time and transformation. And time is an interesting topic. Go ahead if you have a journal or a little piece of paper nearby, or you can just mentally in your head answer this question, yes or no. Do you feel like time is running fast or slow? It's quite an easy yes or no. If you have that piece of paper, write down why. Write down why. The beauty of starting with a question is that then everything you hear afterwards, you can think of it more through this lens. Think of it more from your perspective and for your top concerns. And now we're going to take 3 big deep breaths together, because I know you might have gotten frazzled thinking about that. So we're going to take 3 big deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I hope you feel more settled into your space and ready for this little conversation. So, when it comes to time, we all get the same amount, right? In a sense, a day is the 24 hours. What we don't know is how many years we're going to get, how many days we're going to get. We don't know that. And because we don't know that, it's essential for us to be very wise with this time. And when we're being wise with our time, there's definitely lots of things pulling and wanting our time. We have our careers, we have family, we have hobbies, we have side hustles, we got all the things. But what's something that's commonly left out of that equation? What is commonly left out of your equation when it comes to time? How much time are you making to focus on you? Now, of course, yes, it's important to invest into the people and the things in your life that you love and you want to support. But how much of your time do you allow yourself to focus on you? I was recently having a conversation with a friend, and my friend was trying to decide if they were going to do do a thing, call up somebody. They're trying to get a job. They were like, "Am I going to call up this person?" Um, but they're connected to someone I don't talk to anymore. So, like, am I going to do this thing? And in that moment, I was like, "Hey, like, what about you? What about what you need at this time?" Now, that's just one example in that story, but I'm pretty sure it happens often that there's these little moments where you're putting someone else's needs in front of your own and focusing on that person when in actuality, it's probably not going to bother that person. It's probably going to be fine. And there's something that you desire, like a job, something that's important, and it's important for you to focus on yourself in the situation. Of course, every situation is going to be different, but one thing to keep in mind, this is the first experiment. Write this down. Ask yourself, whenever you have a decision to make, am I allowing myself to be the focus? That's question one. And then question two is it helpful if I'm the focus? Now, there's going to be times when it's no, it's important for you to not be the focus because it's meant to be somebody else. But there's going to be times when it should be you. And the reason why that it's important that it should be you is that very often time feels like it's slipping away because we're not inside of our time. We're leveraging our time in service of others. And leveraging it in service of others only makes it so then what time do you have left for you? What time is really for you? And so your experience of life is almost like looking through a cell phone, how you're doing video, and it's like not really through your eyes, it's through something else, it's through this career, it's through this being a parent, it's through being an only child, it's through being the oldest child or whatever your thing is, that where you find yourself putting other people as the focus and not allowing yourself to focus on yourself. And so I share this because there's, of course, the old adage like, you need to fill your own cup. But what came to me today, the message that I channeled today was that what if it's not just about filling the cup? What if it's about molding the cup? There's time that's necessary. If you are intentionally evolving your life, it's not just about filling your cup so that you'll have something to share with others. It's about molding your cup. Maybe you're at a place where your cup is just a little Dixie cup. Okay. You know, them little small bathroom cups. And how are you going to get yourself to that chalice, that royalty level goblet? That's going to take time. That's going to take a level of focus on yourself. And so keep in mind how a potter will be working with clay, molding a cup out of clay, and that cup needs to go into the fire. Is there a fire going on in your life? Whether it's maybe there's a piece of you that needs to focus on your education, on your fitness. There's something where there's going to be some heat, there's going to be some pressure, it's going to be quite uncomfortable. It might be a little hard to see in that smoke. You're going to need as much as possible to persevere and to be resilient. And the way you're going to be resilient is allowing yourself to focus on yourself. As I said before, this is not like a all the time you're just focusing on yourself, but really check in, do your experiment. Is this an opportunity for me to focus on myself? And is that what is needed for this time? One of the last things that I want to share is that I find for myself often I've done this in the past, and when I'm working with my clients, I sometimes see it as well. When we're not focused on ourselves, we get to this place where we either start to drift or we start to disassociate. And so when that happens, we're not connected with our life. We're not connected with our experience. It makes it quite challenging to really feel as deeply as we could feel, because then our mind is just full of all these thoughts of like, well, so and so needs this and so needs that. And da 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 da. It's like, but what do you need? If you are dissociating, if you're using all of your free time to just not even be here, how are you going to be able to feel? Feeling is integral for your development. It's integral for you to know what is really happening inside for you. And I want that for you. I want you to feel, I want you to be embodied in all the ways that you could be. And so, when possible, check in with yourself. Is this a time where I could focus on me? Are you having thoughts in your head about what other people are doing? What about what you are doing? What about what you're creating? Allow yourself to focus on you. And look at that. We had some time. I hope that you enjoyed today's live. I'm looking forward to meeting with you weekly, and I hope that these messages are here to remind you how precious you are, how amazing you are. Whether you're checking in from Instagram or checking in here on YouTube, I'm so glad that you're watching this video. Please leave a message in the comments if there's anything inside of this message that connected with you, so then the next person that comes along will be able to see that as well. I am available for one-on-one coaching currently. Group coaching is coming in the future, but currently one-on-one. So if you'd like to know more information, go to infoldstudios.com. That big announcement is coming next week about my time workshop. I'm so excited. I'm ready to do a live event where I can work with you all and be able to support you with creating strategies for yourself to get much more fulfillment and joy out of your time. So I appreciate you for being here. Keep shining, keep evolving, and continue to be kind to yourself. See you next time. Be well and breathe deep. Bye, YouTube.